Hi friends, I'm Ruel and today we're playing Rivage. I want to thank Pandasaurus for the copy of Rivage, and in Rivage we are playing as explorers. We're looking around and checking out the different islands on our journey here, attempting to recover relics and also scrolls. And this is the solo game I'm playing today, and the solo game I'm playing is going to be the advanced one where I'm playing side B of the Circle of Life, and also I'm adding in one of cards here. So these challenge cards, as they're called, you'll add one to up to five of them. I'm not that advanced, but so I'm just going to go with one, and that's going to be part of your goals for this game. In this solo advanced mode, you have to get 26 scrolls, and you have to fill in this case, a 6 loot. There are different ones here that you have to do, maps and so forth. But for this game, it is all about the loot. And what you're doing is this is a flip and write game and a draft and write game. You're going to be drafting cards to use. And on your turn, you're going to have these 8 exploration cards, the 2-player ones. You're just going to select randomly select 8 and flip those over. And just like in the multiplayer game, you're going to choose one of the top rows here and fill it out. Now, on the map, there are going to be 2 ships. You're going to mark off one of those to start. So let me just go over here. I'll just choose that at random. And then one of these cards I'm going to use in order to explore. So I've got a water and I've got 3 forests here. Or I've got a telescope and a Circle of Life statue, which I would go up on this track. Now, I am using side B. So side A is basically you're just going up one path here. Side B gives you multiple paths. I can do this one where this allows me to mark off any space and then go up here and mark those. Or I can mark off these spaces. Now, I have to, as you mark these off, you have to go to a previously, it has to be adjacent to a previously placed mark. So I've marked the ship. I could do 1 blue, but that's it. The forest, I can't just go over here. Now I can use the forest. You can use any symbol to mark off the ones in that have a white background, but again, they have to be adjacent to a previously placed one. So maybe I could do this where that's just like such a waste though, right? If I waste these two. These here, however, I can go, for instance, maybe I go here for mark the any, cross that out. Then I can go up the Circle of Life. Now, Circle of Life starts here. That gives me the bonus of marking any spot. So I'm going to mark this one here. And that gives me another bonus of marking any other spot. So I'll continue. Well, you know what? I'll continue. Yeah, I'll continue. I've done those 2. Now, what you do in the solo, you can take these 2 and discard them and take the next 2. And eventually you're going to have to recycle everything, redraw and reshuffle. So for now, I just draw the next 2 and select 1. Let's take a look real quick at the island card here. You'll notice the missions and quests that I have. This says if I complete a blue section, I'll get a scroll. And so I get one of these scrolls. These are just 1 point for a scroll, and then these are 5s here. Again, the goal is to get 26 and also scratch out or grab 2 loot from the loot bag here. I've got none so far. So if I get 2 loot on this map, 1, 2, I'll get 3 scrolls. Likewise, if I fill in a forest space, a forest area, I'll get 1 scroll. And if I do a second one, I'll get a scroll plus 2 choices, 2 of my choices that I can fill in. But let's continue on here. Let's see this card pile. I've got these 2 here. Now I've got desert and water, or I've got, I can go here. Like this. Fill in this area. I am trying to fill in the blue area, right? So maybe this will help. But this gets me closer to the blue. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to take 1 blue area. Let's do right here. And I've got 2 desert, 1, 2. And I'm closer to the loot, and I'm also going this way. Now, to get off this map, you have to scratch off the second ship boat. And then once you do that, you're going to get another map. And as you get maps, you got 4. Once you start a 4th map, you'll immediately get 2 scrolls. So the 5th map, the 6th map. Okay, and again, the goal is 26 scrolls and 2 loots. Okay, so I'm done with that. I just discard those. Draw 2 more, right? Okay, I've got a bunch. Okay, here's water. I like that. Okay, here we go. So this is the cool part. Now, again, you can only use the top row of any card, just like in the multiplayer. I'm going to go water here. I've filled in one water section. So I cross that out and I go scroll. So yay, my first point. Oh, I'll put it down. And then the second water, I don't have a second water, but I can use that water to scratch off this one here. Remember, the white spaces can be used by any icon, so do that. And I get my first loot. That out, go in the loot bag. And I've got the loot here. This is cross out any area, any red area. So I can completely eliminate that red area if I wanted by using this. Now, the loot tokens, you can only use one per turn, and you can use it immediately. But I'm going to save this one. If I don't use it at the end of the game, it is worth one scroll. Okay. I need to do this one. I've got one red. Let's see. This way. So that circle of life would be nice. No, I want to give myself options. Okay, so discard these two. Another two. Find two of the deck. So I've got greens and water, or I can take a loot. Ooh, take a loot immediately, and also any area. That's sort of. But I'm gonna lose. I really want to continue this way. I could. No, I don't. I want to save this. Hopefully, better moment. Okay, I'm gonna go with this here. 1, 2. So I'm gonna be. Oh no. Okay, 2 greens, 2, and they're adjacent. 1, 2, 2. Place space. Now I'm gonna use one of the blues to mark off the circle life. I'm gonna go up this path here. I want to get to that 5 scroll. Also, there's a loot. Now for that final water. Hey, I'm over here. I can do that now. Cool. Okay, so now I discard these. That's the end of the deck. So what do you do is take these, shuffle them up. Okay. Oh, hey, I just happened to draw 2 that were not used, that not written on yet. Okay, so I can do water, forest. Okay, do I get anything for forest? I do. If I can complete that forest, oh yeah, we're doing that. Okay, so, and again, these can be done in any order. So I'm going to go forest, forest, forest. And I've completed a forest area, so I get a, I mean, not a loot token, a scroll. Now, if I can do that second area, that's on the way to that second ship, I'm going to get a scroll, and I can mark off 2 spaces of my choice. Very cool. But now I do have 1 water. That's going to go here. Cool. Easy peasy. Discard these. Draw the next 2. Now, you'll notice that as you draw in cards here, some of these are going to be filled up. So I've already filled in this, so now the second row is only available, not the top. Now, as you continue the solo game, once a card is filled up, you immediately discard it out of the game. And once you've done 4 of those, the game is over. So that's your timer. Okay. So I've got a bunch of forests here, but that's not going to help me out. I do have this here. Okay, why don't we do this? Let's go water. I've got the red, so complete the red area there. Let's see, no bonuses for red areas, unfortunately. I could use this red to either mark off the circle of life or the loot. Let's do the loot. Okay, because I could always come back over. Okay, so loot, that's going to be my second. Here. And, oh, this is going to be fill in any desert space. Ooh, I like that one. Now, I've done 2 of the loots. I've completed this one here. So I get 3 scrolls. 1, 2, 3. And you know what? I'm going to make change because I have 2 here. Get 3. That's going to be 5. I'll take 1 fibers. Cool. So that is that. Continue. Writing those. Drawing these. That top row is done. That top row is done. Okay, now I do have... Oh, I can use this here. Marked off all those. Right to that. Now, I do want water. I could complete that water. That'd be nice. I am going to be eventually going up to that boat. I want to get out. I want to get out of here. I do. Take the 3 now. I mean, I feel like I can use this token now to complete this entire area. That doesn't really give me anything. maybe I don't want. I just want to continue here. Why don't we do? Okay, I'm going to do 3. 1, 2, 3 of my choice, and has to be adjacent. So 1, 2, 3. So I'm closer to the boat to get off the to go to the next island. I have a that I can. I do have this here, the circle of life. Yeah, no, you know what? I'll wait. Okay, draw the next 2 cards. Okay, there's a bunch. Okay, here. Oh yeah, this is perfect. Perfecto. So 1, 2, 3 forest. 2. That was my second forest. So I'm going to get a scroll, and I get 2 my choice. So I'm going to do this one first. Okay. Second one of my choice here gives me another one I can do adjacent here, because I was going to use this one here. Go to the. Okay, so we're going to move off the island. All right. So let me get these first. So we've done what we can. Once you get the second boat, you cannot fill it in anymore. But you are going to save this. So I'm just going to put it off the side here, because you want to get at least 4 of them to get 2. Okay. So right now I have 6 scrolls. Okay. 2 unused loot tokens, and we go to the next island. And this. Oh, did I get? Yeah, I did get. Okay, cool. So this one, again, I have to find out where I want to start. Now, this is going to be a little different. I want to scratch out 3 of the telescopes here, and I do want to fill in the red and, again, the green in this case. So here's red. Maybe I start here, because I do have this token here where I can complete red. I'll start down here. I still need to get 6 of these. Oh, and the deck is complete, so we need to cycle through it again. So shuffle up, shuffle, shuffle. 2. Okay, so do we want to go here and then eliminate this card? I don't know if I want to do that just yet. You have a choice here. We got 3. Don't forget, I can use one of these tokens per turn. Yeah, you know what? Let's use this token here to completely take care of this area, the red area. I'm just going to turn this over. That means it's been spent. Now, I've spent it, so it's no longer worth 1 point of the game. If they're unspent, 1 point at the end of the game. But again, I'm trying to get 6 of these, so I've done this here. So one of my reward is get another loot token. That'll be number 3. And again, I've already used my loot token for this turn. So this one is and then I have to do this. So make sure these are gone already. So I'm gonna go over here. 1, 2, 3 desert space. 1, 2. Ooh, I can get a scroll now. I continue this way. I'm gonna continue this way. Come back for this. Discard these. Draw the next 2. Okay, so a bunch of forests. And then I can get another loot. I like this. This is any. Now I do have a forest. I can do forest here on this one, and then continue this way. The forest, if I complete forest here, it's going to get me close to the boat. And I do have this. I can completely take care of a desert area, which I want to do. Why don't we do? You have water, forest, forest. Oh no, I don't, because that's a second roll. I have to use the top. Aha! Got to use the top, folks. Let's go. You know what? I'll use this. So 1 freebie. I'm going to do here, which gives me another freebie, which I'm going to go here and get my scroll. And then I'm going to do a loot token. Do my 4th. So yeah, I'll definitely complete this. My worry is I want to get those 26 points. Okay, and this is mark off an area. Okay. Cool. So let's continue. These go to the discard pile. We're going to draw 2. Oh, I hope I. Let me know in the comments if I. All right, so I've got 2 desert and a water, and then I've got 3. Let's use the water. So I've got 2 desert. Slowly but surely in our journey up there. Okay, going to the deck. Ooh, so if I use this, it's out of the game. You have this. And see, this is where I wish I could go to there, but that's what the constraint of the game. You cannot just pick any row. It always has to be the highest row. Maybe I do this one here, and I am going to eliminate a card. Oh, that's scary. Yeah, I'll do it. Do desert, red, desert, final desert. We're going to go here to any space I want. Go towards this loot token here. I think we're going to start moseying. Okay, cool. Now, this is done, so it's out of the game. So now, now we only have 7 cards. And I've reached the end of the deck. Got to shuffle these. Okay, now I could finish off this card as well. But one cool thing, give me the red, which rolls. I have a couple of blues here. This will give me, you know what? I am going to. That's that. That's give me the second red area, so I get 2 rolls for a total of 9. And I have 2 blue areas. Now the blues, I'm not going to get any here, but I can use this blue to complete this here. This blue here. Now I've completed that third. I did do all 3 of the telescopes. 1, 2, 3. So that's going to get me more of these, which change 5 back. And then because I did that telescope, I get a freebie. So the freebie, let's go here. Okay, and this card again is out of the game. So now I'm down to 6 cards. Yikes. 2. Okay, I'm okay with this one. Water. Now, do I get off this island right away, or do I get greedy and go towards? You have these card tokens here to use. I've got 12 points. The timer's starting to tick because I've only got 6 cards left. Maybe I start getting closer to that boat, just in case. Oh, hey, you know what I can do, too? Is let's do 1, 2 greens. Greens, obviously. And then I've got a blue one, which I can use to mark off the circle of life. And go here, and that gives me a loot token, so that'll be number 5. That's great. Is any space plus a scroll. Okay. I still have 2 blues left here. Maybe we just get off the island, folks. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We're going to go 1, 2 off the island. 2. Discard these. Now with this island, what you do, so that's our second island. Need 4 islands to get 2 more scrolls. So that's the second island. I'm going to turn over the next one. Okay, and this is interesting. So for this missions and the missions and quests on this are complete 2 blue areas, or 1 blue area for 1 scroll, 2 blue areas for 2. Same thing here, the forest. But now you have these different symbols here, and you have to scratch these off or revisit these areas in order. So you start with this one, the plant, and then the little mortar and pestle or the mixing bowl. It looks like a little doll or a baby's. I don't know what that is. But you have to go in that order. So this case, I would, let me see. So I want to be close to this one. The boat is here and here. Oh, if I go around this way, maybe I do. I'll start here. And then, as usual, draw a couple of cards and continue the mission. So yeah, you would just continue the game using the cards, the exploration cards, until you've filled up 4 of them. I've already filled out 2, so I'm halfway to the end of the game. And then after you filled out the 4th one, the game ends, and you're going to go to final scoring. Hopefully, you've done all 6 of these loots, which I was on pace for, and then you also get 26 scrolls. So I've got 10, 12. So I'm about almost halfway there. I feel like I have a good shot at this. Especially if I can complete this here, get to top of the circle of life here, that'd be 5 scrolls by itself right there. All right, that's going to wrap it up. Thanks again for watching, folks. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Until next time, we'll see you later. Bye, everybody.